Yep. Is my ring light bright enough? There we go. It felt like dark, right? Now you can see me. I need coffee. I'm like so tired this week. I have not had really a break, but I knew that was going to happen just because. Is this music too loud? It's so good. I don't know why lately I haven't been turning the music down. It is good. It is good music. It's really good, right? I think I'm getting the hang of this after like 100 weeks of doing lives and talking about random shit. I do have things to talk about though today for a few minutes. But first, I need coffee. Welcome back. Benefits of having a small apartment. Well, smaller. I guess my place isn't that small. I would love to drink booze tonight, but I did that last night. You guys know I always say we tape the podcast on Wednesday. I usually have gigs all weekend, which I did last weekend. So I end up going out during the week more. Usually Mondays are sort of a recovery for me from the weekend because I DJ like every Sunday night almost. But this weekend, right after, I basically went right from DJing Sunday night into Monday morning. Got some sleep, woke up, and got ready for Open to All. I wore the simplest outfit, but for whatever reason, I struggled so much with it. And I don't know why that is. Doesn't make any sense. But I talked a little bit about it on the podcast episode that's going to air next week. And it was just electric. Like, I don't think I really understood what I was signing up for, but I'm so happy that I did. You know, it was one of my, like every year I have different places that I really want to perform. And I'm checking off a lot of those places as far as New York City goes. So in 2024, we're probably going to see me moving on and doing a lot of things and doing a few things outside of New York. It looks like, for sure. I just don't believe in, staying in the exact same spaces with the exact same faces for that much longer. But it gave me a chance to perform a couple of my numbers. So I did Light Up, which I think was the first song I released from the new project. And then Satisfied, you guys know, with Jane Amelie. And I do have the videos, and all of the cute content and stuff. But since then, I haven't had a chance to really, work on content. And then we just taped a brand new episode of the podcast just yesterday. I also have to do the after show for the Patreon and a bunch of the editing. So I definitely have my work cut out for me. And I'm still working on a couple of new singles to get out before the end of the year. So, coffee at 9 p.m. But this is essentially like when I start my work day now, which is wild, I know. If you're like a normie, I guess that's wild. So, I have to go back and fix all of these lives because this is a joke. None of this is real, okay? I don't actually have anything important to say on here. I just want to get on every week and have a good time. So, welcome to my live, which is only gonna be like 5 more minutes because I have all this work to do. But this is a parody. This isn't real. Like, if you want to like hear me really talk about stuff, listen to my podcast. Subscribe to our Patreon, and then you'll get like even more of my info. Because obviously I'm a co-host on the podcast, and it's written so it's Jim's. It's obviously instead of Jim's brand, the Thought Odyssey brand, and I got sort of the sweetheart deal where I don't really have to do anything. I just kind of show up and look cute. So that's not a mistake. But I actually do have things to say that we don't always get to. All my other content has like levels of seriousness. So I just wanted to be unserious every week on somewhere. I said I was going to I like kind of just woke up. I don't sleep good when I drink anymore. I mean, I went to sleep like this morning. But, I don't know. Guys, these old bones just ain't what they used to be. Let's play some of my music. We haven't listened to some of my music in a while on here. Although I just did find some good background music now, right? It's like finally. Wake it up a little. Yeah. It's spooky season. Oh, this is good. This will like wake me up. Exciting. Because the coffee's not hitting that hard yet. I know. Last week I cooked pasta. I want everybody to know just a follow-up story. You're mad loud. Just as a follow-up story, how successful that was, okay? The pasta turned out great. All right? I ate it, okay? And, another mystery solved, gang. I was like struggling though on that live last week. I think it's just still up on my Instagram, so you guys can go check it out, or YouTube. You guys don't know, if you're watching this on one thing, I'm on another thing. I'm on a whole other thing. And then people talk to me on both, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot. Like, it's a lot. But I chose this life, so I guess that's on me. What else happened this week? Guys, all right, so you guys know the next episode of the podcast is going to be Boy Radio. I think we announced that on the Facebook discussion group, which you guys should also join. Super cool. But another thing we talked about was American Horror Story, and I don't want to give away too much about what we talked about, but I have been watching American Horror Story Delicate. I forgot that I had Hulu, and they show the episodes like the next day or whatever. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, it always says like new episode available, and so I watch it. And okay, all right. This season's called Delicate. I think it's based on like Rosemary's Baby, I guess. Guys, I don't hate it. It's only 2 episodes in. Emma Roberts is the main girl, the ingenue of this season as well. So again, like she was in 1984, if you remember the slasher one, she was like the good girl in the slasher, the final girl of the slasher movie. And so now she's back to being the good girl again. Sometimes she's like the the mean one of the show. Like in Coven, obviously she was like because she was like a glamorous movie star who was a witch and whatever. But yeah, okay, we were having this conversation about Kim Kardashian is on there, and she plays her publicist. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm impressed, guys. I mean, I don't know, like, what was I gonna do, judge anyway? Like, who cares about my opinion? But also, like, I'm a viewer, right? And it's like this is definitely like more of a slow burn season. Some of the seasons they come in hot, right? People are just dying all left and right. This is like creepy. There's this like old lady. We don't know what's wrong with her yet. She keeps like popping, and we think she's stalking Emma Roberts' character. And then Emma Roberts is. What else? Oh, I think the husband's up to something. I'm never convinced. Like, why don't we always look at the husband first in these situations. Now I sound like a true crime, like crazy, cuckoo person. But anyway, we don't know what I think he does. I don't know what the husband does. He makes some money. He like travels the world or something. She's campaigning for, I think, an Oscar or some big award. She just did this movie. And then there's another creepy thing that's happening, but I forget something. Anyway, someone broke into her house. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Someone broke into the girl's house. She thought she was having a miscarriage, and it turned out to be like red lipstick just everywhere, which obviously is, I believe that is terrifying if you're pregnant. And what else happened? Something else happened that I was like, oh my God. She keeps like losing her memory, like completely, like just blacking out, like left and right, like constantly. Like she'll be doing something and she'll think it's Tuesday, and then her husband comes in and he's like, "Oh, babe, it's like Saturday evening. Like, what are you doing?" And she'll be like, "Are you sure?" And then she like misses her appointments but it's like not her fault, because then she knows she wrote it down, but then she goes back and looks and then like the date has changed. So it's a little bit gaslighty for sure. But if you're into that like creepy humor, then yeah. So, but you guys know I'm gonna try to keep up more with American Horror Story because I love it. What else? Yeah. Oh, I need more music. Hang on. That was a good wake up-y one. What's another one we haven't heard in a while? Hang on. Oh, so that was Black Hole, for those of you who haven't heard it. I didn't get a chance to do that one. I'm gonna be honest, at OTA, I really wanted to do that song, but I just felt like it would be too much of a B performance, and I really wasn't in the mood for that. So I switched the entire thing up, and that's why when you see the videos, or if you were there, it was I just did it like, I wanted it to be like a hip hop show. So I did Light Up. I'll actually play Light Up if I have a little time. And that's why I did all my hip hop numbers, because that was just the wave that I wanted. And it brought like a huge variety, actually. I'll talk about more stuff in a minute. It brought like a huge variety because I was on the bill with two other artists. One was named Destiny. I forget her. Oh my God, I forget her last name. Sorry, Destiny. She was so great. I actually did connect with her on social media. She's awesome voice. She mothered the place down and closed the pre-show. And I was in the middle. And then this wonderful, wonderful siren of a spirit named, wow, I forget everyone's name. It's on the flyer though, on my Instagram. I want to say Bobby. It wasn't Bobby Lemire. Daniel Lemire, I believe was his name. I'm not sure if this individual's from the city. Destiny was not. Destiny lives a little bit upstate. But he gave this I don't see the show because I'm backstage in the dressing room, right? But I can hear it. I can sort of peek out, in the wing, and it was just a very it reminded me of that really great dance R&B old school Brandy theme. Every song had like a great drum or a great beat, a great bass to it, and I was like, yes. So it was all that to say, you had this like upbeat R&B into me doing like the hip hop, into Destiny that was like the full on like classic R&B, and it just made for a really, really great show. A really great show. I don't think I've done a show that fun in quite some time. I mean, I haven't had a chance to really perform my own music because I've had all the other gigs, but I think that'll be something that's coming along in the future for sure. So, because it's never not a good time. And I worked really hard on this record. It's 7 songs. It's coming to a close now as the year sort of closes out, but I think I still got a few more surprises for you guys. We're talking about Saturday Night Live again too on the Twitters a lot, now known as X. I still hate that name. It's terrible. And somebody on the Twitters was like, "Oh, who is your, ideal host?" And one person said Jennifer Coolidge, who we know from White Lotus, or if you're an old Legally Blonde, like me. And guest host would be Kylie Minqoge. I don't know if is the writer strike over? I have no idea. I can't play that song because I don't own the rights to that music. I don't know, but I like this lineup. I like this lineup a lot. Okay, I love a Jennifer Coolidge moment. Jennifer Coolidge and Kylie. Oh my God, touch me like that. Oh my God, touch me like that. I love that song. I love that song. It's so good. It's so good. Here's my song. Anyway, that was what someone wrote, and I thought it was a really good idea. I don't, but that's another thing. I never get to watch SNL. I don't get to watch it. And I'm probably, you know what? No, lies. Lies. Delete that. Don't ask me next, I think I like when you command it. He got that curve, that's why I call him Willie. I think I will get to watch SNL a little bit more. Like soon. Once, because my schedule's changing again. Maybe. But I don't know, because I don't know how a lot of my fall bookings are yet. Whoa, this is a dilemma. Alright, well, hopefully this wakes me up. He texts me later, he ain't taking this for granted. And the last thing I saw on the Twitter today, what all the kids are talking about, is the question: if you like someone, can you go the whole day without speaking with them? And my answer is no. But I want to elaborate. The last guy I dated, communication, I don't feel was his best thing. Like, it's just not everybody's best thing. But I was aware of that, and I was always trying to sort of, you know, in some ways pick up the slack a lot in that situation. For some people, it's just not as easy to communicate. That's fine. I will get up here and talk to you guys with like one other. I don't care. Like, who cares? Whatever. Because I know it's gonna, you know, be a thing later. So I'm not worried about that. But for some people, are like, no, I don't do that. So I always found that I was the one to reach out more and talk, like initiate, right? But I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't think it's a terrible thing. Somebody's got to initiate, right? So that's fine. If it's me, it's just me. And if I did it, I don't know if we would have some days talked. We were both very busy. I get that. And slightly on different schedules. So, but I wouldn't go the whole day, right? So it could be, even if it was just once in the morning when I get up, or, you know, reply to his text if he texted me before I got up. And then we didn't talk for us today. I wouldn't mind that. That's fine. Because some days you are just busy. And we were both pretty mature and had a lot going on. And, you know, we were not kids. So that I didn't care. But like my other thing I thought when someone asked that question was how much talking to someone is too much or too, like, is there too much or too little, right? Like, that's a little just the internet. It doesn't give you the full answer all the time. And because I had another person I dated and would want to talk to me all hours of the night when it's time for me to like watch my TV, to try to like really honestly, in my opinion, was keeping tabs on me because he'd always have to FaceTime. And even if we had nothing to talk about, he would just want to be on the FaceTime. And I'd be like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't. But it's because he was trying to see if I was doing what I was doing when he wasn't there, which was wildly unhealthy. Obviously, we're not together anymore. And I realized what a red flag that was later. But there's also such thing as like overdoing it too. But no, you don't talk, you don't go, my answer is this: you don't go the whole day without speaking to the person that you know, are dating, are involved with, whatever. But you also don't have to be all up and like stalking their whole life. Like, right? Like, that's annoying. So that's my answer to that. Tomorrow, I'm doing a thing at Red Eye. You guys should come. That's what my list. I'm gonna do a little more promo on it tonight, and maybe a story tomorrow. After that, you probably won't hear much from me till Monday when we drop a new episode of the podcast. So, thanks for waking me up. Allegedly. I'm going to finish my coffee and get back to some editing.